Hey Rise, have you thought up anything for your rising tide policy? Rising tide policy? You said it yourself earlier. You said it earlier yourself? Regarding Masai-san, you mean? That's right. You did say that. What are you planning, Rise-san? Oh, nothing. I'm afraid I completely forgot about it. I see. Then what about you? Have you been doing anything for yourself? Well, I've been trying to socialize as best I can, but... But there are limits to what straightforward interactions can do. That's what I realized at lunch today. So, that's why I think it's time to put the Rising Tide plan back into action. But, will things not work out as they are? This. She wagged her finger back and forth and explained the danger of optimism. The point is, we need 232 votes for a majority. Right now, we have 45. If we think about it rationally, we're in big trouble here. Now that you mention it, yes, that's true. I wonder what led us to be so careless. I'll explain later. For now, we need a plan for getting Masai-kun's approval rating up. I was thinking, what about leaflets? Leaflets? What will we put in them? Stuff about Masai-kun, of course. She all tilted her head slightly and looked at me. She seemed to be appraising the idea. The real problem is that no one knows what he's really like. That's why leaflets are the way to go. If we could just get them to know you, then I think we could at least get you past the premier judgment. Don't you guys think so? The others nodded in agreement. Reforming Vincennes is another matter, of course. But if they manage to drive Masai-kun out, it'll just make that harder. I do believe you're correct. Yes. Yeah, you're not a bad person at all. As your childhood friend, I can attest to that. Thanks. Everyone agreed with that. I was glad to see it. Of course, the best course would be in-depth interactions with everyone. But Masai-kun is only one person. So we need to be aggressive about getting the information out there. I see. That's very true. But what should we write? I wonder.
そうですね。身長、体重、スリーサイズ、視力、握力、背筋力。
That's a good question. Height, weight, sizes, eyesight, grip, muscle power.
体力測定じゃないんだから。
It's not a fitness test.
あとは初恋は何歳であるとか、今好きな人はいるのかとか。
Then, the age he was when he first fell in love? Who he has a crush on now? Of course, everyone wants to know that.
その辺は私たちで考えましょう。ということで、まさやくんは今日は先に帰っていいわよ。
Well, we'll think about that stuff. Why don't you head home early today, Miss Ayakun? What? What do you mean?
だって本人がいたら嘘も書きにくいじゃない。
Because if you're here, it'll be harder to make stuff up. Make stuff up?
もちろん全部をそうするつもりはないわよ。でも逆に全部が真実真正でも良いものにはならないでしょ。
Of course, it won't all be made up. But it won't work well if it's all the truth either. What? Why does any of it have to be made up?
じゃあ君、正直に言ってくれるの？初恋の年や好きな女子のことを。
Then you want to tell the truth? About how old you were when you first fell in love? And who you've got a crush on now? Are those my only options?
はいはい、ぐずぐず言っていないで、さっさと出ていく。
Yes. Now stop grumbling and get going already. Ayaka-san walked around behind me and placed her hands on my shoulders, as if to give me a massage.
ちゃんと私たちが理想のまさやくん像を作ってあげるからさ。
We're going to build you an idealized Masaya-kun. I couldn't escape the feeling that this was very wrong, but I stood up as prodded. I turned back for a minute at the door and saw them already in a huddle discussing. They're really serious about this, huh? I wasn't sure why, but I was starting to worry. I should worry. And to June 2nd. And lunch break. During lunch the next day, we assembled in Maria Hall at Risa-san's request. For some reason, Tama-san was there. Huh? What's this about?
ソレイユデコールからの直々のご指名でね。
It was a direct order from Soleil de Ecole. Eh?
今朝、学校のプリンターを借りてリーフレットをすり上げたのだけど。
This morning, I borrowed the school's printer to print out the leaflets. I see. That was fast.
ジェンは急げですもの。
Time is money, as they say. Risa dropped a paper bag full of leaflets on the table. It landed with a thud.
それで反応もすぐに知りたいのだけど、支持率の調査は週に1回でしょ。だから報道部に速報を依頼したの。
I want to hear reactions right away, but the approval rating results only come out once a week, so I asked the news club to run a special survey. Today was Thursday, so the announcement of results, Monday, wasn't that far away. They must have had high hopes for the leaflets to want an early report anyway. I wonder what's in them. Must be something to put even professionals to shame.
心よく引き受けてくれて感謝しているわ、タミエさん。
I must thank you for agreeing to this, Tami-san.
当然よ。むしろ断られても押しかけるわ。こんな面白いこと報道部として放っておけるはずがありますか。
Sure thing. This is the kind of thing I'd push for anyway. The news club can't let something like this interesting slide.
だって個人の宣伝にリーフレットでしょ。あのグランデフルールでも成し得なかったわよ、そんなこと。
We're talking about self-promoting leaflets, right? Not even the Grand Foray would do something like that.
バンセーヌの 歴史においても前代未聞の荒技だと思うわね、私は。
I don't think anyone's ever taken such drastic measures in all of Vincine's long history.
ほんと君が入ってからというもの、楽しいことが続くわ。
Really? It's been one amazing thing after another since you got here.
あ、そうだ、先に読ませてもらってもいい？
Oh, that's right. Can I read one first?
ええ、もちろん。どうぞ。
Oh, of course. Help yourself.
力作ですよ。
It is our masterpiece.
本職の DTP 顔負けとかすごいわね。
Gonna put a professional DTP to shame, huh? Amazing.
DTP？
DTP?
だからレイアウトやデザインに凝ってみたりとか違うの？
You're saying you worked hard on the layout and design, right? Isn't that it?
いえ、そういうことではなくて。
No. It's nothing like that.
なかなか意見がまとまらなくてね。でもその分情報量は多くなったからいいんじゃないかしらね。
We had trouble. I already forgot your voice. Too many voices too fast. Oh yeah, was I? We had trouble coming to a consensus on opinion, but the result is more information. So I think it's better this way. Tommy-san tilted her head. It was definitely a confusing thing to say. She took a glance over the leaflet, and then her eyes went wide.
何これ？
What is this?
いやー、理想のマフア君とはっていう議題で話し込んでいたらすっかり熱くなっちゃってさ。
Well, we had a big discussion over what the idealized Masai-kun would be. We all really got into it.
みんな収まりがつかないものだから結局全部の案を入れることにしたの。
We couldn't agree on anything, so we just put all of the suggestions in.
何？どういうこと？
Huh? Wait, what is all this? Tommy-san turned her question to Rise-san, who picked up one of these leaflets while she explained. The leaflet's design looks pretty standard. The only issue was some of the words running together, but that surely wasn't enough to shock Tammy-san. So what was it? As I read down the page, it all became clear. What is this?
なるほどね。
I get it. Rise-san finished her explanation, and I looked up. It was definitely a zealous effort, but
だからってこれはないんじゃない？
But how is this going to help? Tommy-san started reading from the leaflet, her expression uncertain.
好みの女子のタイプ。同い年か年上、3対1の割合で同い年の方が優位。
Favorite type of girl? Same age or older? A ratio of 3 to 1? Say the same age is better.
割合って何よ？
What is ratio supposed to mean?
初恋の年齢。まだ訪れていないか、もしくはごく最近か、あるいは小学生の頃。
Age of first love? Still haven't found it. Or maybe very recently. Or possibly in elementary school.
結局いつよ？
So which one is it? The girls looked at each other and giggled. I had no idea how to react to this.
好きな動物。猫か犬か馬かパンターベル。
Favorite animal? Cat, dog, horse, or Panterbell?
私は猫派なの。あの自由気ままなところに惹かれるわ。
I voted for cat. I admire their independence.
私は断然犬だな。人類の友達って感じだよね。
I was firmly on the side of dog. They're man's best friend, after all.
私は馬ね。こう見えて私、乗馬は結構得意なのよ。
I said hers. I said horse. I mean, I'm great at riding horses.
私はもちろんパンターベルです。
Naturally, I chose Panterbell. is to make him happy.
それだけ個人名なのがなんとも。
That's an individual, not a type.
っていうかこれマサヤさんの情報というよりはむしろあなた方の情報じゃない。
Well, look at this. This isn't Messiah-san's information. It's all of yours. That was exactly it.
だって話し合っているうちそうなっちゃったんだもん。
I guess when we were talking, that's just how it came out.
いえ責めているわけではないんだけどね。でも本当にこれでいいの？
Well, I'm not reproaching you guys or anything, but is this really what you wanted? Tammy-san looked towards each girl for confirmation. You don't think it'll turn out bad? I was implicitly asking for a redo, but the others were too excited.
いいんじゃないの？これはこれで。
No, it's just fine the way it is. How so?
なんだか面白いじゃない。
It's funny. Huh.
まあせっかく作ったんですから。
Besides, we went to all the trouble to make them.
そうそう。
That's right.
昨日あれだけ白熱した結果生み出されたものですし。
It is the product of our combined zeal, after all. Well, if it was enough to bring out zeal in Yuriko-san, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Well, if you insist, then I guess we have to do it.
そう。じゃあ了解。
Sure, let's do it.
まあ私としては反対する理由もないし、とにかく楽しい方がいいからね。
Well, I'm not against it myself. It sounds fun after all.
じゃあ早速今日の放課後にでも聞き取り調査をすればいいのね。
So, I'll run the survey right after class. That okay?
ええ、お願い。
Yes, please do.
了解。じゃあ結果は明日の昼休みにでも。
Got it. So I'll bring the results by tomorrow at lunch. Others walked out, leaflets in hand. I was left in the room by myself. I hope this works out. Dialect, probably not. And to June 3rd. Perhaps expectedly, the survey revealed a tragic failure.
これ本当に正しい結果なの？
Are you certain this is accurate?
あら失礼ね。私この手のことにかけてはお手の物なんだから。
I beg your pardon? I worked really hard putting this together, you know.
そうね。
You're right. Risa-san nodded dejectedly, unable to argue the point. There were several pages of the report on the table. We all crowded around to look at them. The first page contained the questions and the answers. The question was, after reading this leaflet, did your opinion of Okinagi Messiah improve? There were four answer rankings, but not even answer B, it improved a little, got a single response. The remaining sheets had various reactions written on them. A lot of them were chilly responses like, I don't get it, and what is this?
回答者数は97人か。全員ではないけれど十分に有効な数よね。
97 respondents? Of course that's not everyone. But it's a pretty convincing number.
というかタミエさんすごいわね。一日でこんなに聞いて回るなんて。
You're really amazing though, Tammy-san. You asked all those people in just one day?
まあね、記者は足で稼ぐものだから。
Oh well, a reporter's legs are her life after all. Risa-san scowled at the report for a while, then let out the breath she had been holding.
何がいけなかったのかしら。
I wonder what went wrong.
やっぱりあなたたちが間違っていたのよ。
It's all your guys' fault. Huh?
きなおやつにスコーンだのバゲットだのポテポテ焼きだのって書くから。
For your favorite snack, you put scone and baguette and fried pot and stuff.
だって紅茶に一番合うのはメープルたっぷりのスコーンですもの。
But the best accompaniment to black tea is scones with maple syrup.
おばあちゃんのポテポテ焼きすっごい美味しいと思うんだけどな。
And my grandma's fried pot is really good.
バゲットはパンターベルの好物でもありますし。
And baguettes are Pantibelle's favorite food.
おやつと言ったらカステラ決まっていますでしょうが。
The best snack is Costella. I told you this.
で、マサヤさんが実際に好きなおやつは何なんでしょうか。
So Masaya-san, what is your real favorite food?
スコーンでしょ。
Scones, right? Isn't it?
ポテポテ焼きじゃなかった？
You love the fried pot, didn't you?
焼きたてのバゲットですよね。
I'm sure it's freshly baked baguettes.
カステラだったと思うけど。
I'm pretty sure it's Costella. You've all got it wrong. My favorite snack is definitely potato chips.
なるほどね。なのにポテチのポの字もないと。
I get it. And yet, they didn't even get the po and potato chips.
いやー、やっぱりこれは企画からして間違いだったんじゃない？
Anyway, I think you can all admit this plan was flawed from the start.
そうね。結果からするとそう判断せざるを得ないわね。
That's true. The results do seem to bear that out.
じゃあどうしようか。またなんかやってみる？
Then, what should we do? Should we try something else?
というか、とにかく何かをやらないとまずかったわけだし。
After all, it's going to be bad if we don't do something.
何かか。
Something. And someone's at the door. As we sat in silence thinking, there was a knock at the door.
どうぞ。
Come in! Konami-chan? Yep,
ごきげんよう。
all three. Salutations.
ごきげんよう。
Salutations.
ごきげんよう。
Salutations!
あら、お揃いでどうかした？
Oh, you're all together? How can we help? How can we help you?
なんか面白いことやっているじゃないと思ってね。
It appears something very interesting is going on here.
ああ、リーフレットのこと？
Ah, you mean the leaflets?
あれを読んでなんだかマサヤ様のことがわからなくなってしまいました。あるいはとても幅広い人なのでしょうか。
Having read it, I find Masaya-sama even more confusing than before. You certainly have a broad range of interests. No, that's not.
すっかり逆効果じゃない。
Looks like it was a total backfire.
あれ、ほとんど内容はデタラメなんでしょ？そうではなくて。
Really? It was just a bunch of nonsense. Was that the point?
そうだったんですか？
Is that what it was?
だって全体的に妙だったから。あれ、どういう風にして作ったの？
It was just nonsense from beginning to end. How did you come up with it?
その
Well, After hearing the explanation, Mitsuki-san laughed.
なんだか子供の喧嘩みたい。
You sound like quarreling children.
作っている時は本気だったのよ。
We were serious when we were making it.
いずれにしろ、あまり自分の好みを押し付けるのもいかがかと思いますが。
Even so, it appears that you each pushed too hard for your own favorites.
そうね。いえ、その点については割と脇に置かれてしまって、結局自分をぶつけ合っただけだったみたい。
Yes, that's true. Rather, it appears we became so concerned about our own opinions that we missed the point of the exercise.
結 気がつけばリーフレットの趣旨を外れてしまっていたんですね。マサヤさん、ごめんなさい。
The next thing we knew, we had completely missed the purpose of the leaflet. Messiah-san, I am sorry. No, it's really nothing to apologize for.
ただ貴重な宣伝の機会を潰してしまいましたので。
But we have ruined a valuable chance for self-promotion.
一応このままじゃまずいっていう危機感は本物だったわけだし。
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like we might really be in trouble.
あら、ようやく気がついたのかしら。変革など無理だということを。
Oh? Starting to realize how unattainable school reform is?
変革はともかく第一のボートよ。今のところマサヤさんを支持しているのは45人で、過半数にはまだまだ遠いのだし。
Reform aside, we're talking about the first vote. At the moment, Messiah-san has only 45 supporters. A majority is still a distant goal.
プルミエールジャッジメントは7月9日でしたよね、確か。
The premiere judgment is July 9th, isn't it?
うわー、もうあまり時間がないじゃないですか。
Oh no! He's running out of time!
なぜこの身が焦るのよ。
Why are you upset about that, Konami?
焦っているわけではないですが。
Oh, I'm not really upset about it exactly.
ただやはり大一番の勝負こそが重要なわけですし。
It's just, I think the biggest competition is the most important. By biggest competition, she probably meant the final grand vote. But if the sample disc appeared before then, it wouldn't be much of a fight.
とにかくこのリーフレットの内容が間違っていたのであれば正しいものを作り直すべきです。
But if the answers in this leaflet are wrong, then you should create a proper one.
そうね。
That's true. Konami-chan's forcefulness took even Risei-san aback.
ただ手に取ってもらえるかしらね。またかと思われるのが関の山なんじゃない？
But will they accept him? Most people might be sick of it now.
私もその点が気がかりなんです。だから次はまた趣向を変えてみるべきではないかと。
Yes, I have my concerns about that as well. That is why I thought we might change our approach.
趣向？ルリコさん、何か考えがあって？
Approach? Yuriko-san, what are you thinking?
はい、私思うのですが、マサヤさんの特徴は何と言っても男子であることではないでしょうか。
My line of thinking was, Masaya-san's most distinctive feature is that he is a male. Is that not correct?
それが？
And?
なので、その宣伝においては男性性を押し出すのも一つの手ではないかと。
It occurred to me that we might benefit from appealing to his masculinity in our next announcement.
男性性か。なんとなく言いたいことはわかるけど。
Masculinity? I believe I follow your meaning, but...
ここぞとばかりに男っぷりをアピールするというわけね。
It's a horrible way to phrase it, but okay. You mean you want to put his manhood on display, right?
それは言葉の意味が違うんじゃないかしら。
And of course you agree with me. That does not sound like quite the right phrasing.
でも、どうやって。
But how do we do it?
ズバリ言って裸です。
Really? To put it bluntly, nudity. Huh? The whole group stared in shock. But while the others froze, Yuriko-san merely smiled calmly.
皆さんもお聞き及びではないでしょうか。マサヤさんに関するある噂です。
Perhaps the rest of you have not heard of the rumors surrounding Masaya-san. Although the one that I was thinking he was not really a guy.
噂
Rumor?
流れ始めたのは例の好みとの婚約があってからのことでした。ということはつまり
The rumor began subsequent to his bath with Konami, which means
情報の発信源は好みではないかと私そう思うのですが
I believe that the source of the information may have been Konami herself. Right on the mark, despite her easygoing manner, Yuriko-san was as sharp as ever.
ああ、私も聞いたわよ。なんでもまさやくん、すごい体しているそうじゃない。
Oh, I heard about that too. They're saying Masaya-kun has a great body.
違うんです。そんな、あえて私からペラペラ喋ったとかそういうわけじゃなくて、聞かれたから答えただけというか。
No! I didn't say those things because I wanted to. They just asked me, and so I answered them.
まあ、それはそうなんでしょうけど。ねえ、実際のところどうだったのよ。
Well, I'm sure. But is it really true?
皆さんご存知かどうかわかりませんが、剣道などをやっているととても筋肉質な体つきになります。
You may have already be aware of it, but he does have a well-muscled body like a fencer.
素振りには広範囲の筋肉を使いますし、握力だって強くなるんです。
He has a well-rounded musculature and a powerful grip as well.
まさや様は別に剣士というわけではないのですよね。
Masaya-sama, you don't actually practice fencing, do you? Yeah, I've done judo in gym class before, but I've never done fencing.
にもかかわらずです。
And yet, it is true! She was coming off a bit like a peddler hawking her wares. The rest of the group held their breath.
マセイ様は固く引き締まった体をしていらっしゃった。
Are you okay, Konami? Masaya-sama, he is blessed with an extremely hard and toned body!
あなた何をよろめいているのよ。
Hey, careful, don't fall.
へえ、すごいじゃない。
Wow, that's amazing.
あんたウェイトとかやっていたっけ。
I'm surprised that the girls aren't angry at her. Do you do weightlifting or anything? No, not really. I guess it could be thanks to my diet.
装飾ってね。
Diet? Plus, I did lots of physical work and was on the run with my old man and stuff.
なるほどね。
I see.
私思うのですが、そのヘラクレスのような体を服で隠してしまうのはなんとももったいないのではないでしょうか。
It occurred to me that such a Herculean physique would go to waste buried under so much clothing. What kind of logic is that?
だって裸をどうしようというの？
But, what is this about nudity?
写真です。
Photographs.
写真か。
Photographs? Oh,
おお、いいわね。そういうことなら私に任せなさいよ。
oh, that's a good one. You just leave all that to me. Tama-san hoisted the single lens reflex camera that was around her neck.
バッチリいい写真を撮ってあげるから。
I'll take the perfect picture. Hey,
いいわね。いい案だわ。
I like this. It's a good plan.
え、そうかな。
Huh? You think so?
ホームページにアップすれば男性性のこれ以上ないアピールになると思いますよ。
We can put the pictures on our homepage. We will appeal to a desire to keep such masculinity close at hand. So basically turn Masaya into a model.
ただ先生に叱られると思いますが
The headmistress will be furious.
そんなことを怖がってはいられないわね。何しろ残された時間は少ないのだから。
We can't let that scare us. We don't have much time left.
まあお好きなようにでは今から撮影ですか
Well, do as you wish. Will you be taking the photographs now?
そうねジェンは急ぎだもの
I think so. We don't have time to lose after all. Huh?
では私はこれで失礼します
Then I will excuse myself. Huh. I watched as Vitsuko-chan, my only ally, in this case at least, left the room.
私も男の裸なんて
Ahem. As will I. Really, a man getting naked? Mitsuki-san was right behind. The rest of the girls remained, their eyes gleaming like wolves over an injured lamb. Everyone except for Chio. Chio, are you against this?
まあ裸はいかがなものかとも思うんだけど
Well, I'm not totally convinced that nudity is the way to go.
でもまあ確かに百聞は一見にしかずとも言うし
But it's true that a picture is worth 1,000 words. This is not an appropriate time for saying that.
まあまあ、下まで脱げと言っているわけじゃないんだし。
Look, it's not like we're asking you to take off your pants. I should hope not, even though you asked me that a while ago.
じゃあほらマサヤさん窓の前に立って
Anyway, Masaya-san, stand in front of the window. And choices. Undress or don't undress. Why not? I decided I had no other choice and moved to stand in front of the window. Okay, I'll get undressed. I started unbuttoning my shirt. And they're all just creepily staring at me. Watching them all stare at me was really embarrassing.
いいわねその恥じらいの表情燃えるわ
Hey now, I like that shy face. It's super moe. Why do you know that word?
だって記者ですものさあマサヤさんもっと頬を染めて
I'm a writer after all. Come on, Masai-san, let's get more blush in those cheeks. It's not something I'm doing intentionally. I stripped naked to the waist. Everyone except for Tami-san drew closer. Yuriko, you would be trying to touch my abs. That smirk. Embarrassed, and trying to jump over people. Kanami, you're not that tall. Are you standing on something? Kind of weird. Oh well. Why are they advancing on me?
ちょっと写真撮れないじゃない
Hey now! I can't take the picture! Others ignored her and continued to close the gap. I found myself backed up against the window.
すごーい。お腹割れちゃってるじゃないの。
Wow! You've got a real six-pack! My.
町道場に通っていた頃もここまでのフィジカルの持ち主はいませんでした
Not even when I visit other dojos did I see men with this kind of physique.
あんたってほんとヘラクレスみたいね
It's pretty Herculean, I had to admit.
男子ってこんなになってしまうのね
So this is what men are like? You guys? Please don't press your faces so close. I let out a sigh, but it didn't feel all bad.
まあ硬くて熱い
Really, Yuriko? Really? My. So hard and hot. Whoa, hey, that tickles.
どこ触ってるのよ。
Hey, why are you touching him?
お腹です。
His stomach?
ほら、そろそろ散って。いつまで経っても取れないじゃない。
Come on now, scatter. I can't take the picture until you do. At last, the photo session started.
いいね。いいよ。いいわ。
Hey, not bad. Good. Great.
もっとこう腰をグッと突き出して。顔は女を食い物にする悪な男のイメージで。
Stick your hips out a little more. Let's try a bad boy image. Like you're hungry for the girls. What kind of image is that? And end of the chapter? Nope. To June 4th. And in the principal's office? The next morning, everyone involved with the photo shoot gathered in the headmistress's office. Of course.
まったく呆れました。あなた方は一体何を考えているのですか？
She would yell at us for this. For heaven's sake! I'm utterly aghast. What on earth were you people thinking? At least Tammy's here. We stood in the line as the headmistress paced back and forth swiftly before us.
まあ、彩香さんのような跳ねっ返りの落ちこぼれであれば、まだ話はわかります。ですが。
Who? Oh yeah, this wasn't Ayaka's idea. Ayaka's idea for once was Yuriko's. I could understand if this were simply one of Ayaka-san's impudent and foolish acts, but... I have no idea what that is. Ayaka-san stuck out her tongue just as the headmistress turned her back.
リセやルリコは成績上位者でしょう。皆の班となってくれなければ困ります。
Risa and Yuriko are both straight-A students. You are role models to all the other girls.
それが男子のヌード写真などと。なんという。
Well, they weren't really nude, just topless. You see you taking nude photos of a boy? It's preposterous! The headmistress's shoulders began trembling, and with that, her entire body.
ヌードと言っても下は履いていたと思うんですが。
Tammy, I don't believe you're that tall. Hello. He wasn't actually nude. He still had pants on.
当たり前でしょう。
I should hope that goes without saying!
そうですよね。
Yeah, that's true.
ヌードというだけではありません。表情もいかにも悪そうなものでした。
And not just nude, but wearing that lecherous expression?
それは。
That was...
お好みマサヤ、あのサタンのような顔を見て、私はあなたの正体見たりという気がしましたよ。
Okanagi Messiah, that satanic expression of yours makes it clear to me what you really are. Satanic?
校長先生、あれは私のカメラマンとしての演出というかテクというか。
Madam Headmistress? That's actually what I instructed him to do.
は？何ですって？
What? What did you say?
いえ、せっかく体つきもキレキレですし、顔つきもワイルドな方がいいかなと。
Well, it's just that he has such a jungleman body. I thought a wild expression might suit it.
タミエ、あなたの言っていることはよくわからなくてよ。
Tammy, I have no idea what you're talking about.
とにかくいかがわしい写真を撮ってサイトにアップし、校内にばらまくなど言語道断です。処分を免れませんね。
Anyway, taking dubious photographs, uploading them to a website, spreading them around the school? I'm at a loss. You must be punished.
まあまあ、校長先生。
And the one person who will let everything I do slide. Now, Madam Headmistress. As usual, the chairwoman was on our side. If it hadn't been for her, I would have probably been thrown out on the streets by now, and Risa-san's plans would be down the drain.
詳しく聞いてみれば、それなりに動機や理由も納得のいくものでした。
If you ask them for details, I'm sure that they can explain the reasons for their actions.
いたずらならともかく、ここは一つ穏便に済ませてあげてはいかがでしょうか。
It is one thing if it was a prank, but perhaps it's something we can settle more amicably.
理事長がそうおっしゃるであろうことは分かっていました。本当に甘いんですから。
I knew you would say something like that, Madam Chairwoman. You've always been soft.
ですが、動機や理由がどうであれ、学校に騒動を起こしておいて、お咎めなしというわけには参りません。
However, regardless of the reason, you have wreaked havoc on our school. I simply cannot let this slide.
いいですか？中期課程1年のある生徒などは、ページを開いた瞬間、倒れてそのまま寝込んでしまったのですよ。
Do you hear me? One of our intermediary first-year students opened the page and instantly fainted.
ワイルドな魅力にイチコロだったのね。
She fell for the call of the wild. Eh?
彩香さん、お黙りなさい。
Ayaka-san, please be quiet.
はーい。
Okay. Why did she address Ayaka-san with San?
今後はこのような勝手なことを許さないためにも、白百合会からはアップロードの権限を取り上げることにします。
In order to prevent something like this from happening again, the White Lily Society's uploads will henceforth be restricted. What?
安心なさい、リセ。ホームページの更新、それ自体を禁止しようというのではありません。
Do not worry, Rise. You will not be forbidden from updating your homepage altogether.
ただ、アップロードは学校側で行うというだけです。
However, the school will handle the uploading.
だけといって、それは検閲ではないですか。
Wait a minute. Isn't that censorship?
それがどうしたというのです。
And what if it is?
今回のようなことがあって当然の措置でしょう。また騒動を起こされてはたまったものではありません。
It's an appropriate countermeasure to actions such as yours. I cannot allow a repeat of this incident.
あと、こちらでアップロードできないとなると、どうしても機動性がそがれてしまいます。
But if we cannot upload things ourselves, we lose all of our flexibility.
我慢することですね。
You will simply have to deal with that.
納得できません。
I do not accept this.
あなたが納得するかどうか、どうしてこちらが斟酌しなければならないのです？
I see no reason to make considerations for what you do and do not accept.
リセ、今回のことではあなた方にも非があります。
Rise, you must admit your fault in this case.
おばあさま、
Grandmother,
校長先生のおっしゃる案で今回は矛を収めなさい。
please do not fight the headmistress's intentions.
わかりました。
Very well. Things calmed down and our tongue lashing came to an end.
まったく、アソシアションの活動に教師が口を出してくるなんてひどいじゃない。ちょっと納得がいかないわ。
For pity's sake, the headmistress interfering in the actions of an association? It's terrible. I can't accept it for a minute. But once we left the headmistress's office, Risa-san was still as mad as ever.
まああの人はバンフェンヌの原理主義者みたいなものだから。
Well, she's kind of a Vincenne's fundamentalist.
成績上位者のことを言った時も地方には触れなかったでしょ。あれ絶対わざとよ。
When she was talking about straight A students, she didn't even mention Chio. I know that was intentional. now that you mention it, Chio did get good grades. But since students needed good grades to get accepted during final course, maybe that went without saying.
でもまあページが削除されるまでに結構な人数が見たでしょ。
But plenty of people saw the page before it got deleted.
モデルよしカメラの腕もよしとくればこれは大反響を巻き起こしていること間違いなしよ。
Good model, good photographer. I just know it's gonna have a big impact on people. Well, I know it will have an impact, but
君の悪い顔も見られたし、あれはレアだわ。
they saw that bad boy expression of yours. You don't see that every day. Though I wasn't particularly happy about being pushed into it.
画面越しに妊娠させられるような気分でした。
Are you the one that fainted? Probably were. I thought that... I thought I might get pregnant through the screen. Hey now.
放課後にでもまた結果を報告するから楽しみに待っていてちょうだい。
I'll do another survey after class. You guys just wait for it, okay?
お願い。
Yes, please do.
お待たせ。なんか不思議な結果だったわよ。
Sorry for the wait. I can't understand these results. Probably really mixed.
不思議？
You can't?
芳しい結果ではなかったの。
It's not encouraging. Of course it's not.
あら、そうなの。
Really? The girls all cried out in regret.
見せてくださる？あら、本当。前回と同じで B 評価さえないじゃない。
Let us have a look. Oh, it's true. It's just like before. We didn't even get a single B answer.
変ね。感想ではなんて？
This is weird. What about the opinions?
男なんて汚らわしい。悪魔。サタン。なんて硬そうなの。ゴツゴツ。といったコメントが並んでいますね。
Let me see. Men are filthy creatures. Demon. Satan. Looks so hard. Scraggly. Comments like that.
後ろ2つはどういった意味合いの感想なのかな。
I wonder what those last two were supposed to mean.
ウブなフィユドラ・バンセーヌには刺激が強すぎたってことなのかしらね。
I wonder if it was a little too stimulating for the innocent Feliz de la Vincents.
でも私たちだって。
But we were able to handle it. Yuriko's son cut off, then looked into my face in disbelief.
つまりそばにいるだけで魔力に当てられ裸にも動じなくなってしまったというそういうことでしょうか。
Perhaps being in your presence cast a spell on us, so that we were unaffected by your nudity. Is that possible? You sound like Konami-chan.
まあ魔力はあれとしてもそういうところはあるでしょうね。結局は慣れでしょうし。
Well, it might not be magic. But that's kind of it. We're used to him after all. I was thinking about that too. Some things are confusing when they hit you right out of the blue.
例えばどんなこと？
Like what? Let's see. How nice classrooms here smell.
匂いなんかする？
Smell? Well, you know, they smell like girls.
へえ、それは確かに異性じゃないとわからない感覚だわ。
I guess a lot of perfume or something. And I just noticed her beads, since they're like 5 feet away from her body. Oh. Huh? I guess that's something only the opposite sex would notice.
女子からするとどうなんでしょう。
Would a girl notice too then? As she spoke, Hiroko-san pressed her nose against my chest. Stop that! It's embarrassing. I found my face turning red.
写真に匂いについてのコメントも添えた方が良かったかもしれませんね。
Perhaps the pictures should have included comments about your sin. It probably would have made it worse.
結果からするとかえって逆効果な気も。
Exactly. That would probably bring the opposite of the desired effect.
でも本当にどうしよう。初回はともかく今回はそれなりに期待していたのに。
But what do we do? We had even higher hopes than last time, but
仏の顔も3度までなんて言うし、次こそは絶対に失敗できないよね。
they say that the Buddha forgives 3 times. Next time, we have to succeed. Are we doing something else?
だってやらないとしょうがないじゃない。そもそも必要だと思ったから始めたことなんだから。
Well, we can't just not do anything. We started this because it had to be done, after all. That is true. The whole group fell silent. She was right, that we couldn't afford to film next time, but no one spoke up.
どうぞ。
They should just have a meet and greet and keep it simple or something. Come in. Konami and them?
ご
Yep.
きげんよう。
Salutations.
ごきげんよ
Salutations.
う。ごきげんよ
Salutations.
う。おいでなすったわね。
Well, here you all are.
まあまあそう怒らない。死人に鞭打つような真似はしなくてよ。
No, no. Don't be so mad. I'm not here to kick you while you're down.
死んでなんかいるもんですか。
We're not down yet.
元気があるなら結構なことだわ。先生に叱られ結果は惨敗で、たまには慰めてあげようと思っていたところだから。
Well, I guess you don't need it then. You've been scolded by the headmistress and your plan failed. So I thought you might want some comforting.
ま、世間の良心ってやつの批判にさらされてこそ芸術と言えるということでしょうね。
Well, offending people of good conscience is just further proof that it's art.
芸術ってどこが？
Art? How, exactly?
あら、ラフ像なんてよくあるじゃない。
Come on, there's new statues all over the world.
私も見たわよ。よくもまあ悪そうな顔で、さすがはタンタトゥルセルパン。
I saw it. I saw that filthy expression of his. He really is a tentature serpent. Must be a really good actor.
相変わらずのんきですね、マサヤ様も。結局どうするおつもりなのですか？
You are as laid back as ever, Messiah-sama. What do you plan to do now? Well, that's what we were thinking about just now.
なんだかイエスみたいなものね、マサヤくんも。
Messiah-kun is a little like Jesus, isn't he? And she spoke. Hayaka-san gestured at the Bible and Mitsuko-chan-san.
使徒みたいな人はついていても、結局民衆からは迫害される運命にあるのかしら。
He has his disciples, but in the end, it's his destiny to be persecuted by the masses.
姉さん、不謹慎だわ。イエスになぞらえるなんて。
Sister, that's blasphemous. To liken him to Jesus?
別にいいじゃないの。この場にクリスチャンはいないのだから。
What's the harm? There's no Christians here anyway. Just then, I heard an electronic beeping sound above. A voice came from a speaker in the wall. And click again. Class 2C Okanagi Messiah. Class 2C Okanagi Messiah. Report to the headmistress's office immediately. Huh?
あら、またあなた何かやらかしたの？
Oh my. What have you done now? I don't think I've done anything. You have a visitor to see you. I repeat. Luckily, it's just a visitor this time. A visitor? Who could it be? I doubt the gang members would visit us, so the only option is our dad. Or our mom. I tilted my head and I stood. Mixie-san stood up with me.
私も行くわ。なんだか気になるし、 校長先生がまだなんだかんだと言ってこないとも限らないし。
I'll go along. I'm curious, and I'm sure the headmistress might have more to say. Sure. With that, we all headed off as a group. Of course.
何ですか？来るようにとアナウンスしたのはお好み正也くんだけのはずですが。
What's this? The call and the announcement was only for Okanagi Masaya-kun.
たまたま一緒にいたので。
We happened to be with him at the time. The headmistress didn't press the issue. Maybe she didn't want to make a scene in front of the visitor. The visitor, a woman, sat on the sofa. She broke out into a smile when she saw me. Oh, Saki-san? I have no idea who you are. She might be able to have no idea her age. Hello? It's been so long. Are you doing well? Yeah, I'm fine. How about you, Saki-san? I heard that you were here at Vincine's, so I decided to come and visit. And it's really true. Yes, there were circumstances.
さて、佐々木さん。
Now then, Saki-san. Sasaki-san. The headmistress spoke up to lead the conversation.
ご用の向きを聞かせていただけますでしょうか。
May I ask the reason for your visit? Yes. All the two women exchanged words. Jewel whispered softly into my ear.
ちょっと、このお姉さん、あんたとどういう関係なのよ。
Hey, who exactly is this woman? She's an acquaintance, I guess?
知人ね。
An acquaintance? Huh. She works at an old folks' home.
はあ？
Huh? I will be frank. I was hoping that Masaya-kun could come visit us again.
は？ああ、失礼。どういうことでしょう。
Huh? Excuse me, but what are you talking about? Many of the people at our home for the elderly do not have any visitors. They feel very lonely. About 3 years ago, a few volunteers from Iatatsu Auxiliary School came to visit them. Iatatsu Auxiliary School was the school Chio and I had attended together.
あ、そうか。あんたそれに応募したんだっけ？
Oh, that's right. I forgot you volunteered for that. Sasaki-san turned back around. That's right. And after that, he decided personally to come visit us once a month.
あ、本当に？
Wow. Really? Yeah, they seem to like my juggling. Wow.
手品？
Juggling? No, it's nothing that spectacular. I'm just a beginner. It wasn't just that. You got along well and conversed with them. You were very mature as well. Oh, I don't know about that. Then last year, you suddenly stopped coming. We couldn't get through on your cell phone. Everyone was worried about you. I'm sorry. There were circumstances. Sasaki-san gave me a small nod. Would it be possible now? We really would like you to come by. I'd love to, but... I glanced at the headmistress. Thank you. Sasaki-san smiled broadly and turned to the headmistress again. I'm aware that you forbid your students to leave the school. I was hoping you would relax that rule for this. Would you?
あ、まあ、そういう事情であれば認めるのにやぶさかではありませんが。
Well, under circumstances like these, I would loathe to refuse you. Thank you. Sasaki-san bowed very deeply. Could we take him now?
ええ、構いませんよ。
Yes. I don't mind. Are you ready? Yes. Sasaki-san stood up from the sofa.
待ってください。私も一緒に行かせてください。
Wait a minute. Could I come with him?
え？だってあなたは。
What? But you aren't...
としてです。だってこんないい話きちんと報道しなかったら不公正も甚だしいですもの。
As a member of the press, I would be doing the public a disservice not to report on a story like this.
しかしおいそれと外出許可を出すわけにはいきません。彼は当事者だから別としても。
But I cannot give you permission to leave school grounds on such short notice. He was requested, so he is a different matter.
でも
But
お言葉ですけど、校長先生。
if I may, Madam Mistress, Headmistress?
何です？
What is it?
今のおっしゃりよう、まさにパリサイ人のそれですわ。まさか。
Your words are the words of the Farsis. Is it possible
マサヤくんが正式な生徒ではないから許したと、そういうわけではありませんよね。
that you are allowing Masai-kun to go because you don't view him as an official student? The words seemed to enrage the headmistress for some reason. Her face turned scarlet. For a few seconds, she glared at Yayaka-san's, her daughter's face, and then shrugged.
わかりました。ではタミエ、あなただけ許可します。他はいけませんよ。
Very well. Then Tammy, I grant permission to you alone. The others may not go.
了解です。みんな明日の新聞で報道するからそれを楽しみに待っていて。
Got it. Hey guys, look forward to the article in tomorrow's newspaper. Of course.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Then, let's go.
じゃあ私たちも。あ、ただの見送りですわ。門の外には一歩も出ませんから。
We'll go with you. Just to see you off, of course. We won't set one foot out of the gate.
でも驚いたな。まさか一人で続けていたなんて。
That really surprised me, though. I never knew he kept going on his own.
前の学校の話なのでしょ。最初は複数人だったの。
That was at your previous school, wasn't it? It was several of you at first.
うん、私も覚えてる。学校からそんな話があって応じたのはせいぜい 5,6 人だったんだけど。
Yeah, I remember it. The school asked around, and in the end, about 5 or 6 people went.
それからも一人でか。私にも一言も言わなかったの。
So he kept going on his own. He never breathed a word about it to me.
きっとマサヤさんって親切なのでしょうね。思えば私との出会いの時もそうだわ。
It is because he is so very kind, I'm sure. It was the same on the day that we first met as well.
実際はガルディエーヌだったわけだけど彼はそれを傍観と思って割って入ったわけだし。
It was just the Guardian, but he interposed himself on my behalf thinking that they meant me harm.
うん。
Yeah.
これが本当の隣人愛というものなのでしょうね。ねえ、リツコ。
He's a real love thy neighbor type, right, Mitsuko? Huh?
あんたの好きな福音書にも載っているじゃない。ルカだっけ？
You know, from those Gospels you love so much? Luke, was it?
良きサマリア人の例えのこと。
Do you mean the parable of the Good Samaritan? And the title of the chapter.
ああ、それそれ。追いはぎに襲われて倒れていた人を同族の人は見て見ぬふりをした。
Yeah, that's the one. A man is attacked by robbers and left by the roadside. His own countrymen pretend not to see him.
そんな中で異教徒のサマリア人だけが手を差し伸べて、結局その親切な人が隣人だったという話。
But then, a pagan Samaritan stops to help him. And in the end, that kind man was his true neighbor.
隣人とはあらかじめ決められてあるのではなく、人間関係の中で作られるものである。そんなご立派なことを授業で習った気がするけど。
I feel like I heard that story somewhere else before. I don't know. Neighborliness? I don't think that's a real word. Hello. Neighborliness isn't decided by birth. It's forged by the bonds of human interaction. I think I learned that in class somewhere.
ええ、姉さんの言う通りだと私も思います。
Yes, I believe you are correct, sister.
珍しく意見があったわね。
Wow, we're actually in agreement for once.
結局案ずるより産むが安しというものだったわね。あれこれやってはみたけれど。
That was better than anything we could have planned for. We tried everything we could. And I'm guessing I probably already left with Tammy-san to the
明
gate.
日の報道こそがきっとマサヤさんを伝える格好のアナウンスだわ。
But I just know that tomorrow's news report will show people the real Messiah-san.
月曜日が楽しみね。
I can't wait until Monday.
ほんと。
Me neither. And we skipped the 4th. I mean the 5th.
倍増している。
So we have 90 now? It's doubled.
でも確かにわかるわ。この報道の通りならマサヤくんはまさしく良きサマリア人。
But now I know. If this report is true, the Masai-kun is a true good Samaritan.
養老ホームの人のコメントも載っていて、この記事が間違いであるという可能性は低い。
It includes comments from the people who work at the home. So the article is unlikely to be mistaken.
まさか捏造ということはさすがに考えられないし。
And I cannot imagine that it could have been falsified. Because Tammy never falsifies news.
ではやっぱりマサヤくんは私たちの隣人にふさわしい人なのかしら。
Perhaps Masai-kun really is a suitable man to be called our neighbor. And America's grandmother. Hello?
おばあ様、私マリカです。
It's probably too deep for sleepy. Hello? Ah, grandmother. It is I, America.
どうしたんだい？声が沈んでいるようだね。
What is it? Your voice is so low.
例のマサヤくんのことなんです。
Ah, it regards Masai-kun. Once again.
またかい。前回私が言ったことをもう忘れてしまったのかい？
Again? Again? Have you already forgotten what I told you the last time?
でも彼は確かに正しい人のようなのです。
But he does appear to be a righteous man. Determined, America read the contents of the newspaper article. However,
だったらなおさらじゃないか。早く追い出しにかかるんだね。
I wonder what higher up her grandmother is. Hmm. That just proves that we need him driven out even more than before. What?
留学生がどういう生徒であるかなどはこの際問題ではないのだよ。
Listen, listen, at the moment, it is of little concern as to what kind of person that little transfer student is. What? She couldn't believe what she was hearing. What kind of person he was would seem to be of the greatest concern.
学園の変革は阻止しなければならない。正しいことはそれなのだよ、マリカ。
We must prevent school reform. That is the righteous thing to do, America. The righteous thing to do. Was it to change or not to change? That was the question she had been struggling with all year. But to hear her grandmother say it, the righteous path for Vincine's was obvious. But was it really?
いいね。手遅れにならない。留学生を追い出すんだ。
Listen to me. You must drive that transfer student from the school before it's too late.
捏造でも嘘でも何でも持ちして。
Use forgery, lies, anything you need. What a horrible grandmother.
わかったのかい？マリカ。
Do you hear me, America?
はい。
Yeah. Yes. It was her grandmother who had taught her to do the righteous thing. Her grandmother always acted righteously. Righteously? Probably spelled wrong. Hold on. Righteously. It's weird. She had never once made a mistake. So naturally, her grandmother's words must be righteous in this case as well. Or maybe he's right. I don't know. But America rested her chin in a hand. She just couldn't figure out what to do. She had never doubted her grandmother's words before. When she thought about it, she realized that she must be the one in the wrong. After all, her grandmother was always right. She had guided her down the righteous path for so many years. She couldn't turn back now. She couldn't afford to have any doubts. Doubts would obscure the righteous path and cast her down into the black emptiness. She couldn't bear to think of it.
Mitsuki, ちょっと来てくださる?
Mitsuki? Would you come here for a minute?
ごきげんよ
That was fast. Salutations.
う。ごきげんよ
Salutations.
う。どうかしたのですか、お姉様。何か元気がないように見えますが。
Whatever is the matter, Oni-sama? You look rather unhappy.
私、美月に謝らないといけないわ。
I must apologize to you, Mitsuki.
前にあなたのことをたしなめましたね。まさやくんを罠にかけるような真似は良くないと。
I rebuked you before. I told you that you were not to attempt to trap Masaya-kun.
ああ、
Huh.
はい。
Yes.
私がそう言ったことは間違いでした。
I was wrong to tell you that.
あなたが正しかったのよ、美月。
You were correct, Mitsuki.
そんな。
It can't be.
どうかした？
What is the matter?
だって私思ったんです。間違っていたのは私だと、正しいのはお姉様だと。
Oh, well, I've been thinking. I was in the wrong. You were the one acting righteously.
お姉様、一体どうしたのですか？急に。
Oni-sama, what is going on? Why all of a sudden?
わからない。私にもわからないのです、美月。
I don't know. I don't know either, Mitsuki.
何が正しいのか、正しいことは何なのか。私はそれをはっきりと分かっているつもりだったのに。
I thought that I knew what was right and what was wrong. I thought that I knew that clearly.
お姉様。
Oni-sama.
美月、今さら引き返すわけにはいかないのです。
Mitsuki, we cannot turn back now.
引き返す？
Turn back?
正しいことはマサヤ君の追放であるということを私は知りました。
I have realized that the righteous thing to do is to drive Masaya-kun from our school.
だってなぜです？
Huh? But why?
新聞はお読みになったのですか、お姉様。彼は良きサマリア人であると。
You read the newspaper, didn't you, Oni-sama? It called him the Good Samaritan. Yes.
ではなぜ？
Then why?
変革を施行すること自体が正しくないからです。
Because anything that steers us towards reform is wrong.
でもそれは 生徒たち自身の手で決めると。
But isn't that for the students themselves to decide?
私が間違っていると思いますか、美月。
Do you think that I am wrong, Mitsuki?
いえ、私はお姉様についていくだけです。
No! I'm always on your side, Oni-sama.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
では一緒に考えてくださるわね。どうやって彼を追放するか。
Well then, why don't we consider the matter together? The matter of how to drive him out.
はい。
Yes. And ellipses. And into the chapter. It's kind of weird. The first part of the chapter was 43 minutes long. Then the second part was an hour and 20 minutes long. It tricked me into thinking it was a shorter chapter.
第9話。冒険したいお年頃。
Chapter 9. The age for adventure. Looks like they're gonna head out into the city. And 5 days were completely skipped. And I think I'll stop this chapter right here and probably play some more tomorrow so I can finally make some real progress and get to a route eventually. Well, anyways, guys, thank you for watching, but that's it for Princess Evangile for today. Thank you for watching again, guys. I'm Celestial Shadows, but bye for now.